My name is Spencer Myers, and I write ecological thrillers. Stories about desperate people out to upset our delicate ecological balance on the planet while pursuing their own self-interest. I write these stories to encourage people to address what is becoming the crisis of our lifetime, climate change. How did this happen? It started in my 30s when I decided to set a goal to live to be 100. At that time, much less common than it is today. Getting there would require attention to three factors. First, choosing my parents well, genetics. Second, environmental conditions. And third, personal habits such as diet and exercise. So in my 40s, I went back to school and I studied exercise physiology and I learned everything I could about proper diet and exercise. But when I got to studying our environment, I discovered that we are rapidly polluting the water, the air, and the soil, all of the things we depend upon for our food, to unsustainable levels. And we are warming our climate to a life-threatening degree. But I wasn't quite ready to write about it. It would take 3 additional events for that to occur. First, while on a business trip in Western Michigan, I was listening to the radio, and an elderly lady had called in to a representative of the Michigan Department of Natural Resources, asking how many tumors are common in the fish in the Big Lake, which is what the locals called Lake Michigan. To which the young man replied, "It's tumor, madam, tumor." She said, "Sonny, you're not listening to me. These fish are full of tumors." And they were. Subsequently, I moved to Florida, and within a brief period of time, 2 additional articles appeared in the newspaper. The first involved a story about 1,000 American white pelicans falling like fodder from the sky onto the ground in north central Florida. What was that about? A couple of months later, another article appeared. 90% of the alligators around Lake Apopka had died because the reproductive organs had shriveled up. And the collection of those 3 stories hit me like a hammer to the head. I had to find out what was causing this. After 2 years of intense research, I discovered the common denominator, pesticides, and I knew I had to write about it. Now, this is a subject that could be rather complex and technical, but you will find not a single graph or chart in my books. My stories are driven by what one reader called a cast of fantastically troubled characters, and they feature Dr. Dirk Bryan, a college professor who is also an intrepid EPA investigator, who always seems somewhat inconvenienced when he's called upon to pursue the maniacal culprits who are out to upset our balance of nature and destroy his own slice of paradise on the beach. Well, what are my stories like? As another reader put it, Myers will make you laugh and cry, and you won't stop reading. So I encourage you to pick up a copy of my first book, Pest. It's a wonderful romp from Florida to Michigan. Also read Dead Wrong, which is my most recent book, which takes place in Western Florida. And I also encourage you to go to the website, ecobuzzbooks.com, and check out Dr. Dirk Bryan's top 10 ways to reduce global warming. It is a simple list of the things that each of us can do to address what is becoming the crisis of our lifetime. And as always, I encourage your feedback. Thank you.